Dr. Teresa Hairston Jackson, who is one of Earl's besties. And he did not want to do this without inviting Dr. Jackson to be a part of this. So, without further ado, Earl, I'm going to give you the honors. We all love her in the industry.
Well, thank you so much, and I'm excited. Thank you, Humility, for the opportunity. I want to say Dr. Teresa Harrison Jackson is probably, I know she's in my top five best people in the world. I just absolutely positively love her. All that she has done to keep gospel music alive, first of all, you guys. She's done so much in the music industry, from her Score magazine. For those who don't know Score, you need to research. From Score to Gospel Today to Gospel Heritage Conference, and to now entrepreneur, CEO. She just has it going on. Publisher, writer, all of that. So we're excited, and newly married. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're excited. So I introduce to you guys the one and only Dr. Teresa Harrison Jackson.
Well, thank you so much, Earl. You are absolutely one of the most amazing people in this industry, in ministry. And you bridge the gap beautifully. I am so proud of you. I've seen you do what you do for at least 20 some years. And they say 30. Are you even 30 years old? Okay.
Wow.
But you're an amazing man, and I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Dr. Harrison, can you just share your first impressions of him and how you've seen his influence in the gospel music industry evolve?
Well, I think my first impression of Earl came when I visited his church, and his Bishop Kim Brown, and the ministry there was so impressive. Bishop Brown was a member of my board for Gospel Today magazine, and I came there as he was supporting the magazine, so I wanted to come and see his congregation, experience his ministry. And I saw this young man walk out and do worship and work with the choir. And there was something special. And you know, sometimes in this industry, when you find those people who have the something special, you want to be close to them. And so Earl and I became close. And I don't know how many years ago that was, but since that time, we have connected. And one thing about Earl is he knows how to support other people. And I teach people all the time when I mentor them, you know, it's not about you just getting what you want as the mentee. It's about you meeting the need also of the mentor and being a part of their ministry, their life, and their vision. And Earl has certainly been a part of mine.
Any particular project or event Dr. Earl Bynum worked closely together, and what was the impact of that collaboration?
One of the main things that Earl and I did together was to work with Gospel Heritage. Earl was the minister of music for Gospel Heritage, and his presence, his excitement, his innovations, and again, that word innovation, because sometimes people come and they just want to kind of get in your space, get up under your umbrella and get what they can get and leave. But Earl deposited. And that is what the uniqueness of his ministry and life and his contributions are. He deposits, he builds. And when he built the Gospel Heritage Music Department, there were people that, you know, I didn't even have to come and worry about it. He brought a team, he brought his assistant, and he managed and grew that department. So that was one of the most important things, because anytime you have a vision, God gives you provision in the form of people. And he was one of those provisions.
Well, listen, I was so honored when Dr. Harrison asked me to even be a part of Gospel Heritage. I knew of the conference and wanted to go every year, but it was during February, and that's my birthday month. Then to find out that's Dr. Harrison's birthday month, I was like, oh, I got to do this because we're both in February. So, and I still remember Humility one year. Dr. Harrison, you know, she's such a kind person. Even though it was her birthday at the conference, she also had a cake for me at the conference during my birthday. So, you know, how can you not love people who celebrate you outside of what they're asking you to do with them or partner with them. So it was an honor because I had watched Gospel Heritage. I got every recording still with Dr. Wandolyn Stokes introducing the Heritage Choir and all of that. So all of that excitement, I remember those moments. So for me to come behind people who have served there, to me was a great honor. And to do it with Dr. Hairston and to see her still being that person to make these things happen. And don't get it twisted, she's still that person.